Órale. What's happening, vato?
We're here in Porterville, California. I'm here with the homegirl Genevieve Alvarez, and this is behind the Arte.
Hey, I'm Genevieve Alvarez here in Porterville, California. I tattoo right here at a branded society, ahí dice abajo. I've been tattooing for going on 9 years this year, like in March, 9 years. And I do a lot of like Chicano traditional, but I mean, you shoot me what you want, we'll work it out. So as a kid, kids draw. You're fucking drawing on the walls, you know, I'm talking like 7, 5 years old. You're drawing on everything. But I would say when I was in high school, I took my first art class, Miss Nakano at Shaw High School, and we were homeless at the time and didn't really have shit to do. You know, we had one TV, one room, living in a hotel with all my sisters, and I would just lay on the floor and just draw. And I would draw and I would like do all my artwork. That was the only work I'd get done on time. But I would get that work done and I'd turn it into Ms. Nakano. And she entered me into a scholarship program. I won $500. $500 paid for the hotel for the next week. But I think after that, where I just started seeing like everybody just really like, yeah, you could do this, you could do this. And I was like, man, I think I can do it then, you know? Like, I was like, if they're liking it, you know, I think I can do it. And on top of that, like my dad's an artist. My grandpa's an artist. But like my dad, he paints and he would be rushing at the last minute to get 7 more paintings done for the art show the next day or like the next couple of days. And I didn't really like that stress, you know, of seeing that. And with tattooing, I can draw it up right here with you while we're having a conversation. You know, it's chill. If it's something a little bit bigger, you know, plan it up a little bit more. But I'm not so stressed like having to do a whole gallery. You know what I mean? And like, what was the question again? Magic. No, just kidding. Nah, I heard Paco doesn't even show up to like a lot of like Blood and Blood Out events. And when I met Magic, dude, no offense, but he's fucking tall for being 1,000 years old. He's fucking ginormous. I was like, oh shit. I had to pay to him the Cash App for the picture and like the autograph. And I was like, I don't know, Holmes. My phone's asking me for your number. So growing up in the barrio, you meet a lot of interesting people, and you get hurt, you get shot down left and right, and you got to build this shield to protect you. And you grow up with like visions of your culture all over on the walls, you know, the people around you, and it just becomes who you are. It's not so much like it's like an art form. It's the way of life, the way of living, the way of, you know, like this, like wanting to be loved, wanting to be with somebody for 24 years, but you don't know how. You don't know how to grab that. You're just kind of like, you know, searching. You're searching for your baby. And I think that's why I do it. I don't really look at it like, oh, it's my culture. I mean, yeah, I do, yeah, but like, nah. Like, I kind of get it why like people in Japan gravitate to it, because there's a lot of meaning behind this, you know. It's not just like, oh yeah, that's a chola and that's a cholo. No, these are people going through struggles, you know, trying to love each other. That's why. I specialize in making people's day, changing their lives. It could be from an infinity sign to a butterfly to a piece for their grandmother. You know, I specialize in being a part of your memory and you getting that piece. You know, we change people's lives. We give them, how would I say, like, we help them with that little insecurity that they have, because now they're trying to show it off. You got a gordita coming in here getting a piece on her stomach, hey, she's gonna go find tube tops to try to show that off. You just gave that to her, you know? That's what I love doing. I love being able to be a part of people's lives, you know? Just then you start getting invited to baby showers and shit. Like they're my primos now, you know? Like that's my favorite part. I'm gonna start off with Forever Mine. So I don't know if you could tell, I made them a little bit more aged, you know, like they've been through their journey, you know? So they're kind of like an older couple, and like they don't know how to show emotion, and I don't know. So le puse, like he has a teardrop and she has a heart. Like she's giving her all. He is too, he just doesn't know how, you know? He's getting there, he's trying. That's why he's still here after 25 years. And this one, I don't know, it's kind of like the Sly, Slick, and Wicked, you know? Like, you kind of need all of these to grow up in this troubled world. You need all these mentally, all these girls, the traviesa on the bottom, you know, the brains on the top, and the slick on the side. You know what I mean? Like, you need all of them to be in you. I don't know, that sounds cheesy. To have lifelong correspondence. Cause all right, you guys have seen Mi Vida Loca, right? Like, the way Baby Doll says it, like if he meant it, you know, he meant it. Like, oh yeah, this is to a lifelong correspondence. But he's in love with love. He's not in love with La Blue Eyes. He's in love with the imagination of being in love, you know, with wanting to be wanted, wanting to give love. But it doesn't matter if it's just with La Blue Eyes or anybody else, you know. And that's what we're all wanting. We're all wanting at the end of the day. We just want to be loved. And that's why I wrote it. And because you told me to. I'm Genevieve Alvarez, and this is Behind the Arte. It's just my dick and my balls.